We are currently witnessing significant waves of anti-Semitism around the world. The truth is, I don't like the word anti-Semitism. I don't think it accurately represents much. When we say anti-Semitism, it implies being against Semites. I mean, an anti-Semite is someone who is against Semites. I am Jewish, but I don't identify as a Semite. I identify as a Jew. The term Semite applies to people from a specific part of the world, which includes Jews, but also Arabs. They are Semites too. So from the outset, the term is misleading. There's a French author whose name escapes me right now who said that anything true must be called by its real name. You cannot simply name something whatever you want. The name should reflect who or what you are discussing. Therefore, I would like to change the term from anti-Semitic or anti-Semitism to anti-Jewish. That is what these people are. They are anti-Jewish. It doesn't matter if you are an American Jew, a Lebanese Jew, a French Jew, or an Australian Jew. As long as you practice Judaism, they hate you. They are against all Jews, not just certain types or kinds. There are many kinds of Jews: religious, Hasidic, less religious, some who respect their religion and some who do not, some who are far removed from it, and some who are very close. Jews come from diverse backgrounds, including France, Norway, Spain, Morocco, and many other places. Jewish identity is tied to a religion, and their hatred stems from hating that religion. By hating the religion, they end up hating everyone who practices it. You cannot compare an American Jew from New York to a Jew from Norway or a Jew from Paris. They are different. Jews from New York or California are distinct from Jews living in Lebanon. They have diverse personalities and behaviors. The only commonality among them is their religion. They pray similarly and share a calendar of holidays that dates back to biblical times. Other than that, their cultures and languages differ widely. However, the haters of Jews do not care about these differences. They simply want to hate anyone associated with the Jewish religion. Moreover, even the term anti-Jew is insufficient. These individuals are akin to Nazis. They share the same philosophy as the Nazis, who went across Europe, killing Jews from Spain, Italy, France, Germany, Norway, Greece, everywhere. Those Jews were also very different, yet they were all Jewish. The Nazis hated the Jewish religion and exterminated them. They didn't just kill them, they burned them, decapitated them, and executed them en masse with shotguns. Men, women, children. How much more hatred can one have against a religion? First of all, let's use the right name. They are anti-Jew or haters of Jews. Secondly, they are Nazis, plain and simple. Don't tell me that these ignorant individuals who have never read a history book and claim to be pro-Palestinian are anything other than Nazis. They either don't realize it, or perhaps they do and hide it. These people you see on the streets calling for the annihilation of Israel, when they chant from the river to the sea, they mean all of Israel, the only land that belongs to the Jews. They want to give it to the Palestinians and the Arabs, leaving the Jews with nothing. They want the Jews to wander again from country to country, allowing new Nazis in any country that decides they want to kill all Jews to gather and kill them, like sheep. But now we have the state of Israel, and God can see how he supports it. This tiny country, with 8 million Jews surrounded by 664 million Arabs, is remarkable. The majority of these Arabs want to kill the Jews. They don't want them to exist. They hate the Jews, but also envy their success. The Jews don't bother anyone. They are leaders in technology and have won a disproportionate number of Nobel Prizes. Jews represent only 0.02%, that is 1/5 of 1% of the world population, yet hold 25% of the Nobel Prizes. Of the 11 wealthiest people in the world, the majority, 6 of them are Jewish. Larry Ellison, Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Page, Sergey Brin, Steve Ballmer, and Michael Dell are all Jewish. They have invented groundbreaking technologies. The Jewish people contribute significantly to society. When they are present, they tend to be successful. This success incites jealousy and hatred among the anti-Jewish. They cannot stand to see such a small group thrive in every field. They don't care about the Palestinians. They don't care about the suffering of people in places like Sudan, Ethiopia, or Nigeria. They don't speak out when hundreds of thousands of people are killed there because those lives don't matter to them. However, if we discuss Israel, even though the entire land of Israel rightfully belongs to the Jewish people, the narrative changes. According to the Old Testament, God granted this land to the Jews. The New Testament recognizes that Jesus Christ was a Jewish rabbi who preached at the Temple Mount, which is now referred to as Al-Aqsa. All of Jesus's apostles were Jewish. This is well documented. Anyone can verify it by looking it up. The Jews lived in this land long before Arabs existed. The Muslim religion emerged 500 years after the events of the Old Testament. How can anyone claim that the land belongs to them? You are merely perpetuating ignorance. The word Palestine is not mentioned even once in the Quran. The Jews are referenced frequently, such as the sons of Yaakov or Israel. Moses, who led the Jews out of Egypt to inherit the land of Israel, is mentioned in the Quran. All three major religious texts, the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Quran, acknowledge that Jews lived in this land. So how can you, in 2025, assert that it belongs to Palestinians? It is genocide. What are you talking about? Open your history book. Your ignorance is appalling. You are driven by hatred so profound that you disregard the truth. All you care about is spreading hate and violence to the Jews, but you will not succeed. The Jews are not the same as they were 100 years ago. They now have their own country and army. The Israeli army is among the strongest in the world, ranked third or fourth among hundreds of armies. Their intelligence capabilities are among the best globally. They succeed in many fields, but you refuse to acknowledge that. All you want is to destroy them, so you find a cause and claim there is a genocide. There is no genocide. If the Jews wanted to commit genocide like the Germans attempted, they could destroy Palestine, Syria, Iraq, and surrounding countries within hours. They possess the means to do so, yet they hold back. You don't recognize this because you are willfully ignorant. You don't even see that hundreds of trucks bring food into Gaza daily. If people aren't receiving food, it is because Hamas takes those trucks and sells the food at exorbitant prices, leaving the Gazans unable to afford it. What does that have to do with the Jewish people? What does it have to do with Israelis? Everyone knows this, but you ignore the facts. Instead of yelling, "Free Palestine," consider shouting, "Free the Jews," because we are the ones facing persecution. For your information, there are 2 million Arabs living in Israel as full citizens. They enjoy all rights, which is more than what Arabs receive in other Arab countries. They are treated equally, and one of the judges on the Supreme Court is Arab or Muslim. Many Arab doctors and professionals thrive in Israel. They may be smarter than those in Gaza, but you are unaware of this due to your ignorance. Arabs or Muslims, whom you call Palestinians, grow up in Gaza or under Palestinian authority with a narrative instilled in them from a young age. They must kill Jews. They are told that Jews came and stole their land. If they kill a Jew, they become a martyr, and streets are named in their honor. So who is truly in the wrong here? You defend these individuals, claiming there is a genocide happening. I'm not asking you to believe me. I'm urging you to open a history book. Read the Old Testament, the New Testament, or the Quran. Investigate the truth of who the land belongs to. Look at the news, real news, not just Israeli or Arabic media. Check out reputable sources like Fox News and listen to experts discussing the situation. Educate yourself on the topic before committing to an opinion. Don't be like the sheep marching with flags in London, New York, Montreal, or Paris, chanting "Free Palestine." Some of the flags you carry are Hamas flags. Hamas is known as one of the worst terrorist organizations in the world. They have committed acts of terror against innocent people. You align yourself with them, making yourself complicit in their actions. I must say, you are not just ignorant. You are willfully ignorant and racist. You seek any opportunity to harm Jews. You would align with Hamas today and ISIS tomorrow if they targeted Jews. Here's the truth. I see you as completely ignorant and foolish. You have a chance to learn and change, but if you refuse, then I must say you are just bad and racist people. Wanting to kill all the Jews makes you Nazis, and you will not succeed. No one has succeeded until now, and you won't either. You will only end up as losers. I feel pity for you and your families. Still, I pray for you. May God help you see the truth, not my truth, but the actual truth. Seek it out yourself, educate yourself, and strive to be a good person, not a criminal. May God bless Israel. May God bless America. May God bless all countries that uphold democracy and seek the truth. Amen.